Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with my first update for my project Pan. This is a project that I do every single year on my channel, and my goal in this project is to finish up products fully. I have a lot of other projects where I do use goals or hitting pan goals and things like that, but I do want to have like one running project all year where I just try to get through as many of the products that I can. I also focus on those products that I do want to get out, and that is this project. So I work on 10 products at any point in time, and then it is like a rolling solve project where I introduce something new every time I finish something up. So that is the main gist of the project. Quite simple rules, quite a traditional project Pan, but I am super excited to share with you the update because this is one of my favorite projects to do. Apart from my shadow project, this is 100% my favorite project to do. But yeah, I'm excited to share with you where my product is sitting today. So before I jump into that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So before we talk about the products themselves, I do actually want to give a quick shout out to Annalisa. You probably heard about them a lot of times on my channel. I have worked with them a lot, and they have sent me a couple more pieces in order to mention them in this video. And yeah, I am very excited to share them with you. I love my new pieces. I am wearing both of them today. So the first thing is these earrings right here. So these are kind of like hoop earrings, but they're heart-shaped. So these are obviously very Valentine's themed, and I absolutely love them. I've been wearing hoops every single day recently. You've probably seen them in my other videos. So I just feel like they're very classic, very beautiful. They go with everything, and these are just such a beautiful take on hoop earrings, and I'm so excited for them. I think this is going to be like my favorite go-to earrings moving forward. I'm definitely going to wear these on Valentine's Day, and just in general I feel like they're very classy. They're like just gold heart-shaped earrings, and then they have some like kind of stones here. Yeah, so very, very beautiful. Love these earrings. Of course, I will have the name on them on the screen. And then the second piece is this one right here, which is this necklace. Not my thin one that I always wear, but this thicker one here, this chain. I think it's super stunning. It's a beautiful layer necklace, as you can see. You can pair it with like your own pieces or other pieces from Lovelies. I know they have beautiful sets as well, so make sure to check them out. They're running a Valentine's Day campaign at the moment, so make sure to go check them out via the link down below. As always, I love working with them because their pieces are so beautiful, classic, and also durable. So again, check them out. I recommend them 100%. So I hope you purchase something from them. And by the way, if you purchased something from them before, let me know what you purchased and what your favorite piece is. I always love browsing their website, so I always love hearing recommendations. So if you have purchased from them, what is your favorite piece from Lisa? Because again, I always want to find new beautiful jewelry. So with that out of the way, let's move into the actual progress of my products. So we're going to start off with this right here, which is one of my concealers. So this here is the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer in the shade C0, which is just a white concealer, as you can see. This one, I'm looking at it in now, you probably won't be able to see, but it is getting very, very empty. And whenever I use this one as an eyeshadow primer, by the way, but every time I use this one now, it is getting very, very low, and it's hard to get enough product for both eyes. So what I'm going to do after filming this video is I'm actually going to take the stopper out, and I think that's going to help quite a bit. It might be messy, but I'm going to do that for, you know, after this update, and hopefully I can finish up the rest of what's in here because it's getting very, very low. But in the past month, I have reached for this one 24 times. So again, very good usage. And I don't know if it's going to be done by next update. Again, it depends on how long it takes to finish up what is in here and how much is in there when I take it out the stopper. But either way, I'm very happy with the progress that I'm making on this concealer. The second product that I talk about is also a concealer type of product. That is my Becca Under Eye Corrector, and I have mine in the shade light to medium. I'm going to roll the footage of what this one looked like when I first introduced it. So this is just an under eye corrector, as it sounds. I'll put this one on underneath my concealer just to help kind of neutralize that darkness under the eyes. And I reach for this one quite regularly. This is what this one looks like today, so I don't know if you can see any progress at all. I've been trying to wear it down evenly, so I don't think I'm going to be hitting pan like anytime soon. But overall, I'm very happy with the progress on this product. So yeah, this is another one that I reach for quite regularly. Again, not sure if you're going to be able to see any difference or not. I've been trying to, again, wear it down evenly. I feel like if I look on the sides, it is definitely getting lower, so that is exciting, but I also probably have a long time left with this product. But it's again something that I reach for on the daily. I try to incorporate this one in every single makeup look I do, and that means that I have reached for this one 27 times in the past month, so very high again, and I'm very pleased with that number. The next product we have is one that I don't reach for as much, and that is because it is kind of like an SPF product. This here is the Heimish Artless Glow Base. This is an SPF 50 plus PH+++. So it is a sunscreen. It has like a really high factor, and I do use it in place of sunscreen whenever I use this one, but it also gives a really beautiful glow. It is very pretty on the makeup, and I really love this product. But I do want to finish it in this project because mainly, you know, SPF doesn't last forever, and I want to get this out before the SPF in it expires. So this is not a product that I reach for every single day because it is, again, an SPF product, or I guess every single look I would say. Because for example today, I'm filming this, as you can see, quite late. It's just after 6 p.m. I had a makeup look done on this morning for I filmed this different video, and then I took it off, did my whole work day, and then I decided to film in the evening. I'm waiting for my partner to come home, so I thought it would be a good time to film. And of course right now it is very dark, no sun out. I probably won't wear this for very long either, so there's no point putting on this SPF, and I'd rather save this product for, you know, when I want to wear my makeup all day or just during the day. And because of that, the usage on this isn't as high. It's 11, but I feel like 11 usage is still pretty good. And looking through the packaging, I think it's sitting around here. I didn't mark it last time because it doesn't settle like even in the packaging. It's kind of like jagged when I look at it, but I think it was closer to here last month, so I do think it had definitely gone down. And I foresee this one being in the project for maybe 2 more months, max 3. But again, I'm not gonna rush this because I really do like this product. Another product that I absolutely adore, this is one of my favorite products in my collection, which is crazy. Well, I mean, of course, I probably love all my eyeshadows and stuff more than this, but when it comes to like everyday staples, something that I'm definitely going to purchase over and over and over again, this is one of my absolute favorites, and that is my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder. This is the shade Pound Cake, which is just like the light, almost like translucent shade. But I absolutely love this powder because it is so smoothing. It's the best setting powder that I've ever tried, and I reach for this one every single day as well. This is definitely, I think, the product that I reach for sure every single time I do my makeup compared to everything else here, because even though I don't set everywhere, I always set like my concealer underneath my eyes so it doesn't crease. So I do use this one basically every time I do my makeup. This one I'd have actually marked, and you might be able to see there I don't have very much left in this one, and that's one of the reasons why I want to pan it, but also because it's something that I reach for every single day, and I do want to replace this one this year. So you can see there where it was sitting and where it's sitting now, and looking at that, I do think I've used up about half what was left. So I think this one might be a product that I finish up next month. For reference, by the way, I have reached for this one 28 times in the past month, so again, very high. And if I continue using it as much, I definitely think this one will be done next month. It's been a bit harder getting this out of the packaging, like whenever I feel like, since it's so little powder in, like I have to like really try to aim it for the sieve in there, or like the little mesh. But I'm still loving this, and I think it will definitely be done by next month. And again, I think I can also cut out the mesh at the very end if I need to. But overall, love this product, very happy with it, and I'm definitely going to replace this one again as soon as it's done. So we're moving on to setting spray, and this here is the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. So this here I rolled in, and I did not have very much left of it. You can see the mark right there, hopefully. And as you might be able to see, looking at the bottle, this one is now empty. There is like the tiniest bit there in the corner, but it does not pump out. And last time I used it, I got like specks of like the setting spray on my face, and it just did not end up being the best finish, so I called this one quit. And it took me 10 uses to finish this one up. Not very much again, but this is like deluxe size kind of. I got this one free when I bought the Hydro Grip primer. It came with like in a set, and it was I think the same price buying the Hydro Grip primer on its own. But I did like this one. It's not my favorite setting spray. I prefer the Charlotte Tilbury one. So I don't know if I'm going to purchase this one, but if it comes in a similar set again, I would definitely pick it up. And this one only had 50 ml in it, which I think is why I was able to finish up and use 10 uses when it was down there. So First empty of the year, very, very exciting. And of course, since this is a rolling product pan, I'm going to replace this one at the end of the video. So majority of the products that I've talked about so far have been more kind of like, I guess, easier products that I think can be out within the first quarter of the year, maybe 4 months, we'll see. The under eye corrective that will take longer, I believe, but so far none of the products really have been super long haul product. However, we're going to change that very soon with the next product, because that product is this one right here. This one is the Frat Boy blush from The Balm, and I'm gonna roll the footage here what it looked like last month when I reintroduced it. It had a little bit of use, but nothing too extreme, but it's a beautiful blush that can be used every single day. I'm wearing it today, and I have reached for this one quite a lot. And this is what this one looks like today. I don't know if you can see any use. I feel like I can see a little bit of disturbance. I have no idea how deep this pan is, but I'm of course nowhere near pan yet. It's only been a month, and this product has a lot of like blush in it. It contains 8.5 grams. So I'm foreseeing this won't take a very, very long time. But yeah, that is the blush right here. Again, maybe you can see a little bit of disturbance. I'm hoping you can. Again, I think you can see a little bit. It's only in the last couple of days I feel like I've seen like not even a dip, but just like a little bit of disturbance. And just like the Huda Beauty powder, this is something that I use every single time I do my makeup. I just feel like it's it's a blush I'm wearing today. It's not like super, super neutral, but I feel like it's neutral enough that it works with every single look. It leans a little bit pink, but also a little bit peachy at the same time. So it is versatile for both cool and warm tone looks. And because of that, I have reached for this one 28 times as well. Definitely very determined to try to get as much use out of this blush this year as possible. Of course, there will be days where I don't reach for this one. But when it was still new in the project, I wanted to keep up the motivation because I've been, very excited to reach for this blush. And it's kind of fresh and new in the project, so I want to take advantage of that, and that's why I've reached for this one 28 times. But again, we'll see how far I get with this one this year. I think it's definitely gonna be a long and like slow product, so yeah, it's be prepared to see this one a lot this year, but that is the next one. A product that is returning from last year is this one here, which is my Sleek Solstice. That's filthy. This palette is really dirty. I need to wipe it off. But I worked on this one last year to try to finish as much of it as I could. I wanted to finish up every single product in here, but unfortunately I had one product left in here at the end of last year, so I decided to roll it into this product to get it out. And that is the second shade in the palette, which looks like this. You can see what it looked like when I first introduced it. It is very thin in there, but it definitely hasn't been moving as quick as I thought. And it also is like not the easiest shade for me to reach for. I thought about franking it, but I have not done that. So this is what it looks like today. Not sure how much of a difference you can see. I can definitely see it like, like flattening out, but it's not as much of a pan expansion as I was hoping. So it's probably going to take longer than I expected to finish, but I am still determined to finish this one this year. So again, that is the final highlighter standing in this palette, and the reason why I haven't frankened it is because I actually mixed this one with a highlighter in my Panda face palette, and that is what I've done today. So that is the combination I have on my cheeks today, and it's been working quite nicely, so I'm going to continue doing that. But I think it's also moved slower because of that, and I think if I franken it, it would go quicker because it would be more powdery as well. This one is quite firmly pressed. It's almost like a baked formula, I feel like. It's just so like, I don't know, I feel like it's just stuck to the pan. It's just not moving. So again, we'll see how long it takes, but I'm not really in a rush. It would be nice to have it out because obviously then this whole palette would be done. But it's a beautiful formula, even though the color isn't for me. So it's been lovely to mix again with that other highlighter in my palette. And it's also helping me getting used to that kind of slightly deeper shade. And I don't know if I said already, by the way, but I used that one 19 times in the past month. So the last kind of base product that we have, or it's actually a cheek product, is this here, which is a bronzer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Bronzer, and I have mine in the shade light medium. I'm gonna roll the footage what this one looked like last month when I introduced it. This one had been worked on quite a lot in last year as well in my deco panning, but I didn't quite finish it. So this is where I was standing last month, and this is what it looks like today. Definitely a lot of movement, definitely very little product left. I was really hoping to get this one out this month, but also I wasn't really not rushed to, finish it. So I'm taking my time with it, but as you can see, there's very, very little product left. So yeah, I think honestly not that many uses. I think honestly between 3 and 5 uses left in here, so not much at all. But I need to film this video today. It's going up in 2 days time, so I just need to film it today. And even, if I film it tomorrow or even on the same day it's going up, I don't think this one will be done. So that's why it doesn't really matter if I film it today, and I'm really proud of the progress on this one. So this is another product that I have used a lot, not the max, which has been like the 28 uses, but again very high, and that is 27 uses. So almost every time. There was one time when I did my makeup I didn't use it. I think I skipped bronzer that day. I don't think I used any other bronzer. But again, I'm very excited with the progress, and I think it's going to be done again very soon. So it's going to be an easy give for next month, and I also guarantee that we have another roll in next month, which is of course exciting. So that is this product, and yeah, I'm expecting this to be done next week, so I will have to figure out what bronzer I want to use next. So we have 2 more products to go, and they're actually both eyeshadows. So the first one of those 2 is another product that was returning from last year. This is one that I worked on all of last year in my rolling product pan, and this is the Burberry eyeshadow in Rosewood. And again, I'm going to show you what it looked like when I introduced it. And I had repressed it and obviously continued using it, so I had a pretty big pan, and it's also quite shallow in there. And I've used this one a lot. It is another one that I reach for almost every single time I do my makeup. There's been again a couple of times I did not reach for this one when I wanted to do more like simple eyeshadow looks, but this is what it looks like today. A massive pan expansion, if I say so myself. I am getting quite close to finishing this one too. Not as close as with the bronzer, but definitely closer, and I think this one is 100% going to be done by next month as well. So very close. We're getting there, guys. I can't believe it. I've been working on this one for so long. I think I have over 380 uses on this one since I rolled it in like last year. I started tracking the usage. I don't think I had too much use on it before. I did already have pan on it, I believe, though. So still, you know, I think overall we're over the 400 use mark, which is insane. But in the past month I reached for this one 26 times. So again, majority of the time I did my makeup. And again, I think if I keep it up, I should have this done within the next month. I think this one might have 15 to 20 uses left, but that's just me speculating. But I'm very determined to get this one out, so we'll see how long it takes though. I'm excited to share with you the update next month because again, I think it's going to be a good one. And speaking of good updates, the last product we have is my Huda Beauty Gold Obsessions palette. Not the full palette, but we're working on one shade in here, which was the 6th shade in the palette, and that is like a mauve tone shade. You can see here what it looked like when I first rolled it in. It is again a beautiful shade, but I already had massive pan on this one because this one was my Panda palette in 2023 for the last 6 months of the year, and then I also worked on this shade last year in my rolling product pan to try to finish, but I didn't quite get there. But you can see what it looks like today, and I was able to finish this one in the past month. I'm very excited to share that. It did take a little bit more kind of work, and it wasn't super easy, but it still, you know, was able to be finished, and it took me 9 additional uses to get there with this palette, this eyeshadow. So very exciting. We only have 1 shade left in this palette now, which I'm not going to work on anytime soon. It's a very dark brown and it's quite full still. It's definitely one that I'm going to kind of focus on maybe when I have some of the darker shades finished in my soft glam palette, which again is probably not going to be anytime soon. So this palette is going to go away. But again, that shade took me 9 additional uses to finish up, and since starting to track my eyeshadow usage, so beginning of last year, it took me 27 times to finish. But of course I did have a lot of use on this one already from 2023. So those were all of the products I'm currently working on. We are going to roll in 2 more products because we have 2 empties. We have the setting spray and that eyeshadow I used to share with you. So I have already decided what product I'm going to roll in, and they're both base products. I already been using one of them quite a lot. I'm actually wearing that one today, and that is this here, which is my Kosas concealer. This is the Kosas, I think it's called the Revealer Concealer, right? I think that's what it's called, and I have mine in the shade 01. And this is not my favorite concealer. It's not like, I feel like it's not enough coverage for me. I feel like sometimes I have to like build up the coverage a lot, or I have to pair it with another concealer. It's just not my favorite, but it does sit very beautifully under the eyes, so it's still nice, but I would like to get it out. And I already have a lot of windowing on this one. Looking through here, it's really not that much product left. I still don't have to take the stopper out. I still have like enough product on the wand, but maybe throughout the month I will have 2. We're just not gonna have to see. And again, I think this one is going to be quite an easy product to get out, maybe 2 months about. And then the final product that we are rolling in is another kind of comeback from last year. This is something that I worked on a lot last year, and that is my Chanel powder. This is the what's it called? Natural Finish Pressed Powder in the shade Translucent 3. It is more of a summer shade for me, but I do use this one as kind of like a buffer powder in other seasons. I can't really use it all over my face, but I can use it like to buff up my bronzer, to if my blush went a little bit too heavy, I can like buff it out, kind of like mold it into my bronzer, things like that. And I've been missing it a little bit. But I also want to get a head start on this one because this one has a lot of product in it. It has, what did we say, it has 15 grams, which is like a major amount. I still haven't took pan on it, but I feel like I'm quite close, but I honestly have no idea. I never panned one of these before. But again, we'll see how long it takes, and I'm excited to roll it in. I do think this one is going to stay in for, you know, majority of the year though, which is also why I want to introduce it quite early in the year. So that's going to be my first update for my product pan. Quite an exciting one. I'm really proud with my usage. I feel like I've done a good job on like I used a lot of the products almost every single day, which is something that I try to do with the products in this project. I do try to roll in like staple products that are easy to go to, you know, when I do my makeup before work, things like that. So I'm very, very excited with the progress. I'm also excited that we have 2 rollouts. We'll see what happens next month. I do think I will have at least 2 rollouts. I think realistically 2 rollouts, but we'll see. Maybe, you know, the Revolution Concealer might be out, or even the closest one. I honestly don't know how much is left in there. But I think the ones I'm going to definitely roll out is the bronzer for sure, and then also that Burberry eyeshadow. Those 2 I think are definitely going to be out next month. But I'm going to wrap up the video here. Before I go, I do want to remind you to check out Annalisa. I will again have the link down in the description, so make sure to check them out and maybe treat yourself for Valentine's Day and maybe send a link to your partner. But if you don't have a partner, no worries. You can always treat yourself, do a Galentine's, buy something for a friend, anything like that. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.